Good morning, gang. Happy Thursday morning. All right, we're going to talk about something this morning that everybody's been wondering when we're going to talk about, but I've been waiting for some information to talk about because we've been kept in the dark. Gee, there's a surprise. I'm talking about these drones that are flying over New Jersey and now apparently over Philadelphia as well. We have a major problem, and it's not the drones. And this is where I'm going in a little different path here than most of the other channels that are out there talking. The news media, whoever, they're kind of forgetting a part here. We have drones the size of cars flying around over New Jersey. And yesterday, Jeff Van Drew, senator from New Jersey, former Democrat, now Republican, so he knows both sides of the swamp, made the statement that he had information from very reliable sources that there is a mothership, basically some naval vessel, I guess, if you will, stationed off the East Coast that is launching these drones, and it's based out of Iran. Now, we'll get into this, hang on. Anybody remember last year, year and a half ago or so, we had the Chinese balloon that floated across the country and miraculously went over, nuclear facilities, cities, towns, and it started on the West Coast and floated all the way across the country until it was finally over the coast of South Carolina, and then we did something about it. By then, it had a week to transmit God knows how much data back to the Chinese. And only then, when its mission was completed, then did Joe Biden decide to do anything about it. Here's the issue with these drones flying over Jersey. Jeff Van Drew said they're Iranian. The Pentagon immediately came out and said, no, they're not Iranian. Okay, Pentagon, if you know they're not Iranian, then whose are they? You must know that. How did you can't just eliminate one adversary and say, no, it's not them, unless you know who it is. Is it the Russians? Is it the Ukrainians? Is it the Chinese? Is it our own damn government with some sort of black op? Or is it our own government testing out something? Who is it? You have a state, not just a community, not just a town. You have an entire state that is freaking out over this, wondering what's going on. Now, to give you this, the way these drones operate, you do not realize what they can do, how much data they can gather quickly. They don't need to be flying around for hours and hours and hours and hours. What sort of sensors are you putting on them? Okay? What is it looking for? What is it filming? What data is it collecting? If that's all it's doing. This is flown over Trump's golf course. This is flown over water treatment plants. How difficult is it for chemical warfare to be used with one of these drones? I don't know. Drop some sort of chemical into a water treatment plant that maybe cannot be taken out by whatever filters we have, and then all of a sudden you've just poisoned the water supply. Ooh, that might be important. Okay. How difficult is it to put something on there, say, a dirty bomb, and drop one of those? These things are car-sized, guys. They can carry some payload. We all know the Amazon drones that'll carry your packages, and those things aren't the size of a car. Who's doing this? Why? Why aren't we shooting them down? If they're unidentified flying objects, we have a problem. The FAA controls the airspace, right? Okay. The FAA, at a moment's notice, can say the area over such and such is now a no-fly zone because the president's there. Okay. Why isn't the FAA handling this? Why isn't the Pentagon handling this? Why isn't the Department of Defense handling this? Why isn't the FBI handling this? They all have the tools and the resources and the authority to eliminate any threats. And at this point, if it's unidentified, that makes it a threat. What are you going to say, that the state police in New Jersey are supposed to do something about it? The National Guard in New Jersey? The National Guard doesn't have the technology for anti-drone warfare. The U.S. government does. The DOD, the Pentagon, the FBI all have that. Okay. I mean, there are many ways. Simple to shoot them down. We could jam them. We could take over the drone itself. We have that technology to do that. Why aren't they doing it? I go back to the Chinese balloon. Oh, gee, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Until you've got these things flying over your house, not knowing what their intent is, etc., etc., etc. Could it be Iranian? Sure. Could it be the U.S.? Sure. Could it be dangerous? Absolutely. This is not a bunch of high school kids out flying drones. High school kids don't have the ability to go out and buy drones that are the size of a freaking car, okay? It's not the local drone club going up and having fun in the evening. This is some big-time player in this. And why won't they tell us who it is? Why do we have the people afraid? Isn't that what we're supposed to do as a government, is protect our people? Oh, wait. We have illegals coming across the southern border. We don't care. We have illegals coming across the northern border. Oh, we don't care. Potentially, we have drones coming across our eastern seaboard, and we don't care. This stinks bad, okay? And it just proves more and more and more utter incompetence of this administration. This is the perfect time for any adversary to do something like this. We're in that transition period. Biden's career is done. Trump doesn't have any authority at this point yet. He's not president. So Biden doesn't give a rat's ass, and Trump can't do anything. Yesterday, Chris Wray, the head of the FBI, resigned. So there's nobody running the show over there either. And don't tell me whoever the deputy chief is or whatever. They don't care. They all know they're gone. Kash Patel hasn't come in yet. They can't do anything. The DOD. Well, what Pete Hegseth said yesterday, once he's Secretary of Defense, there's probably about 20 of these woke generals and admirals that are going to be kicked out on their ass. They don't care. Does Joe care? Joe doesn't even know. Joe probably can't even find New Jersey on a map. All right? But this is an issue. I mean, it's not like these are little drones being flown by neighbors spying on you or something with a little camera, and you pull out a shotgun and shoot the thing down. Again, these things are the size of a car. unless you plan on going skeet shooting and have a 50 cal in your house, you aren't taking them down. And then you probably have a little problem shooting something like that up in the air. Why aren't we doing anything? Where are the people who were supposed to be taken care of? Where is the head of the FBI? Where is Governor Pete Murphy? Where is Joe Biden? Where are the Joint Chiefs? Where is Lloyd Austin? We know where Chris Wray is. Why are all these people ignoring this threat? Who's getting paid off? What are they trying to figure out? What are they doing? How much data are they collecting? Are they taking biometric data? I mean, you guys have seen satellite pictures, satellites, okay, up in space, where they can read a license plate. They can read a freaking newspaper, right, from a satellite. What do you think they can do when they're tens of thousands of miles closer, when they're half a mile high in the sky? What do you think, what data do you think they can get? They can count the peas on your plate at dinner time, okay? If they're watching, I don't know, pick something. Heat sensors, when are people home? Where are congregations of people? When we all of a sudden have some sort of terrorist act executed in New Jersey, where do you think the intel was gathered from? And then what are you going to do? You going to prosecute those people? Oh, I don't know. Joe's passing out pardons like candy right now. I mean, there are, what, 1,500 of them given out yesterday? This is insane, and we need to hold our elected officials, our appointed officials, accountable. This needs to stop. You have a scared population not knowing what's going on. Congress, do something for a freaking change. Stop talking. No more strongly worded letters. I want to see, and about 350 million other people want to see, some flippin' action already and protect this damn country. Because if you won't do it, we're going to have to start on our own. And at that point, then you are going to have bullets flying in the sky. Pinball out.